13th of August 2018, it's me, Eugene Tay, and you're watching me on Rock the Block Live, bringing you daily news and headlines from the crypto universe. Today's episode was brought to you by our partners at OneChain, the world's first cross-blockchain platform solution that you guys really need to know about. So today's headline news, let's start off with Phantom. Phantom is a distributed ledger technology project. The blockchain 3.0 has announced on Telegram chat group that its token unlock has been postponed due to poor market conditions. In fact, that's not surprising. A lot of ICO projects have either failed or have delayed their token unlock because really the market is terrible right now. A lot of FUDs going around. So a lot of projects have delayed or rescheduled their launch. The absolute deadline for Phantom's token unlock is on 9th November, but if conditions improve, they may unlock tokens sooner. BitConnect, the very famous BCC saga. Remember them, guys? A lot of people have lost so much money, and in fact, it's the first crypto Ponzi scam, and myself and a lot of other influencers out there have told you guys over and over again that the 1% dividend daily is not going to last, and that smacks of Ponzi all over it. But that still did not deter people from throwing their money into BCC, and guess what? The final BCC delisting on the last exchange will take place on September 10th on TradeSatoshi.com. And at that current time, market cap for BCC is still over $6.6 million that just gonna go up into smoke. Well, scammers run away with the money. That's not surprising. It has happened over and over again. BCC won't be the first and won't be the last, definitely not. In fact, something closer to home is our very own Serene, founder of Bitllionaire. Bitllionaire started sometime last year, mid last year I would say, and has sort of raised a lot of coins from investors who bought into Bitllionaire hoping to get rich on the dividend payout, and it was run more like an MLM scheme where people bring other people in to get more money. Some of the launches were held on yacht. She was flying really high, working out of the sail at one point in time. Apparently right now there's been a lot of complaints against her, police case and all, for people trying to get back their money. Her website is now down, but still she seems to be rather active on Facebook and in the scene, although a lot of her Facebook posts and internet related matters have been taken down. We don't really know what's going on with Bitllionaire right now, but people are definitely unhappy. Also, if you do a bit of a quick search on Bitllionaire founder, there were other similar cases against her before, though we do not know right now whether she's a victim or she's actually one of the culprit running this whole scam. So until further news comes out of that, I will not want to hypothesize or speculate who is in the right and wrong, but obviously people have lost money and they are very unhappy. Next on the list, we have Bitmain's 51% hash rate concern that I and many others like me have been talking about, because Bitmain seems to be dominating the hash rate for Bitcoin, and that is a concern because that also means Bitmain controls Bitcoin. So I guess Bitmain must have heard that piece of news and report from us, and they have since begun to scale down their hash rate. They dropped from 42% in June to about 31% today. This is coming from two mining pools, Npool and BTC, which is Bitmain's main hash rate share. However, Bitmain is also filing for IPO at a valuation of $18 billion on Hong Kong Stock Exchange, which will make it one of the largest IPO in the history. Now, ever wish that you had a crystal ball and can predict accurately the upcoming price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Ripple? Hell yeah, I would sure like one of those for myself. But since we don't have a crystal ball, the next best thing that you can do, as studies and reports have shown, that cryptocurrencies behave and respond based on investors' attention and market momentum, known as time series cryptocurrency momentum at the daily and weekly frequencies. What this whole line really means is that people in the cryptocurrency universe really invest and follow, and the hype is based on the number of attention and reports that comes out about a particular project. So, which again boils down to marketing and shilling, which is a lot of people are doing in the space right now. So A lot of these projects, sometimes most of them shit projects, pay a lot of money to marketers to package it up into really golden goose, and people fall from that scam. Which is also why Rock the Block is so important to you guys. So if you are listening to this and you kind of like the stuff that we do, because we give you the straight up facts here and we kind of give you the story. For the busy crypto enthusiasts who have no time to do your research, we really give you the bare facts and the good recommendations. So far, I like to say that in my 2 years of career in the blockchain world, I've not had a bad call, not once. So if you like it, do share this piece of info, like and subscribe to our channel. So if you're launching a new ICO or you're part of crypto team, know that the price movement is dependent on how active and communicative you are on a daily and weekly basis, which is what we try to do at Rock the Block Daily, Rock the Block Live Show, Review Show. We give you all the information on a daily basis. So if you're an ICO company and you're legit and you really want the additional push to get beyond the noise, well, Rock the Block Live is the platform for you. Have you guys heard of the name Robert Kiyosaki? Well, most of you might find the name rather familiar. If not Robert Kiyosaki, then at least the popular book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Most entrepreneurs out there trying to make it rich would have read his book at one point in time. Now, Robert Kiyosaki has came out on a podcast to say that US dollar is a scam. How fast the pendulum has swung to the other side. For a moment last year, everyone was saying that Bitcoin is a scam, but now experts are coming out and saying that US dollar is indeed a scam. Why? Because the debt ratio is piling up. From October last year to July this year, the US debt has increased by 20% in the trillions of dollars, and there is no way any countries can actually furnish the debt. So what we do is we see debt piling up higher and higher and higher and higher. Eventually, there's hyperinflation and all our currency just goes to zero. Already, Turkey is feeling the heat with their rubles pegged against the US dollar. And it has really gone down to shit. Venezuelan dollars as well. And we're going to see a lot more countries facing the same problem in the years to come. Already, some experts have claimed that the big bubble is about to burst and financial crisis is going to hit us soon. If US dollars collapse, some people believe that the next best thing to invest in is Bitcoin, where cryptocurrency will rule supreme over fiat currencies. Another celebrity, Dotcom, remember him too, has come on Twitter and advised everyone to invest in Bitcoin before the US debt spirals out of control. In his tweet, he shares, and I'm going to put it down in the link below, the US debt clock. Just check it out and see how true this is. It is rather frightening and will cause you to at least think about where the future of fiat really will be. Also in India, in Gujarat, there were a trio of Indians who aggressively promoted BitConnect to locals with promise of 40% interest earned if they invest in BitConnect. When Bitcoin stopped making payments, one investor, a property developer by the name of Mr. Shailesh Bhatt, alleged that the trio kidnapped him and extorted 2,000 bitcoins from him, until he himself was rounded up by the police in what is now known as the cryptocurrency scam and false kidnapping rules. When it comes to money and Bitcoin, you get really creative people coming out with different scams on a daily basis. Not just crypto jacking, now we're going to kidnap ourselves, blame it on the police, and try to extort money from politicians, because the people that were involved in this kidnapping rules, Mr. Shailesh himself is a very high-profile person, so the people that were involved in his kidnapping rules consist of politicians, real kidnappers, law enforcement officers, and loan sharks. Well, this is a saga that will put any Bollywood movie to shame, except that this one doesn't have any music, dancing, or coconut trees. The Bitcoin scam from Bhatt is estimated at $3 billion, and the latest news, Bhatt have absconded and is nowhere to be found. Police are still investigating. Well, that's all the news we have for you today on Rock the Block Daily with me, Eugene Tay. Once again, this episode was brought to you by our partners at OneChain.